Ciao a tutti and welcome back into my channel. I'm AndrewC and this is Vape in Italy. Today we return in Italy and we talk again about hardware. Today I will talk to you about the BF99 Cube by NoName mods. The name of this atomizer is not new for the most hardened vapers. The BF99 Cube is a restyling of the BF99, presented in 2014 if I'm not wrong. The original BF99 made the story. Will this new one be a worthy heir? As usual, few words about the brand. NoName Mods is an Italian brand located on top of the vaping market since 2013. NoName Mods is for sure one of the Italian pioneers of the high-end vaping and brought in the last years a lot of innovation. Box, mods, tubes, atomizer, their portfolio is absolutely wide. As I said during the intro, the BF99 Cube is a re-edition of the BF99, a well-known atomizer. This new edition retraces most of the characteristics of the BF99, but adding some features. I do not have the original BF99 with me, but you can find a lot of reviews on YouTube, so take a look. So, let's go down to the table now for a deep view of this brand new atomizer. The packaging is absolutely simple. The complete set is contained in two plastic white boxes. Inside the boxes we have spare O-rings, a Torx screwdriver, an additional drip tip sleeve, two air nozzles, an additional vaporizing chamber, and, of course, the atomizer. BF99 Cube is a Genesis-styled atomizer. Dimensions are 22 mm in diameter, 31 mm in height from the tank bottom to the bell top, 45 mm including 5 tank connection and drip tip. Materials used are full 316 stainless steel body, methacrylate tank, PEEK insulators, black PEEK for drip tip sleeve and vaporizing chambers, brass positive pin on 510 connection. This combination of material and design leads to an overall weight about 40 grams. Outer design of this hardware is clean and modern, I would say minimal. But let's see what the modder has done by disassembling it completely. BF99 Cube can be disassembled in 7 main components. Starting from the bottom of the tank, we can see the 510 connection and the brass positive pin. On the bottom of the tank, there aren't engravings nor serial numbers. The bottom of the tank is flat and combined with the outer sleeve in transparent methacrylate offers a capacity above 2.5 ml. As we can see, the bottom of the tank has a central sleeve that protrudes in a post, precisely in the negative one. This is a unique piece, matching it from billet with the bottom of the tank. The central screw runs along the negative sleeve and connects the positive pole to the positive post on the upper deck. Positive and negative posts are well insulated by perfectly shaped peak insulators. It's now time to see the deck in detail, so let's go back to the table. In the center of the deck, we have the air nozzle, which we will see in detail later. The air nozzle is held in place by a screw with a central channel. This channel allows the tank refilling and the ventilation during the usage. Aside to the air nozzle, we see two wicking holes which connect the tank and the deck section. The diameter of the wicking holes is 3 mm and they are insulated. The two posts are aligned in 8 and have two shoulders to help the building face by holding the wire in place. Okay, we saw the tank and the deck section, but just one section is missing, so let's have a look to the vaporizing chamber. The upper bell couples on the deck and brings the vaporizing chamber. This chamber is obtained in a black PIC insert. Vaporizing chamber has a butterfly shape, narrower in the center and wider at the sides. The vaporizing chamber is slightly asymmetric, as it was in the original BF99. This chamber, called vacuum, is about 9 mm in diameter in the center and 11 mm on wider areas, for a depth of 5 mm. This dimensions combination creates an overall volume over the deck about 730 cube millimeters. A second chamber, called air, is available as an add-on. This chamber is bigger than the vacuum one, measuring still 9 mm in the center, but having a wider slots at sides with openings of about 14 mm. This combination offers an overall volume of 1100 cube millimeters. Last but not least, the tip is composed by two parts. The core is made in stainless steel with a central 6 mm in diameter channel. The core ends on top with a thread where plastic sleeve can be tightened. The two sleeves available differ by the inner diameter. The first one has an inner diameter of 4 mm, while the second one has an inner diameter of 6 mm. I'm sure that the most of you already understood how the air flows in this atomizer. But let's add some details to your insights. The atomizer has a single lateral air intake slot 5 by 2 mm wide. Then the air flows along the channel inside the deck, which ends under the air nozzle right next to the coil. There are 3 air nozzles available. With the standard equipment, we have the nozzle with one single millimeter hole, the golden one, and the second nozzle with two 1 mm holes side by side, the red one. As additional optional, it is available a third air nozzle, the blue one, with 3 by 1.2 mm holes. Nozzles can be replaced easily unscrewing the refilling screw, even when the coil is already in place. This is the BF99 Cube by NoName modes. As usual, we have a last closer look of it and then we switch the camera for some final considerations. So, here we are with the BF99 Cube by NoName modes. This new atomizer, as I said at the beginning, is a restyle of its predecessor, the BF99. This RTA inherits from its older version the overall design and at the same time introduced new characteristics like the post design and the interchangeable air nozzle under the coil. The combination of air nozzles and vaporizing chambers with different volumes allows the usage of the BF99 Cube from pure MTL to flavor chasing. So this atomizer gives a nod to several vapors. The coil building is simplified by the design of the post and the specific screws that has been introduced in this atomizer. Something which I would have designed differently is the post layout. With this configuration, the resistance can be fixed easily when it is coiled in a way, while it is a bit more tricky when it is coiled in the opposite one. I'll show you what I mean, that is much more easier. For example, holding the coil jig with the left hand as I'm used to do, the wire has to be oriented with the leg in this way and then coiling it with the number of spirals you like. In this way, the coil legs are aligned to the post and resistance can be placed easily. If you are used to coil in the opposite way, as I generally do, you will face some difficulties in the coil anchorage to the post and consequently the centering of the coil. It is not impossible, it is just a little bit trickier. The BF99 Cube can be built in different ways. You can build it with a U-mesh or with full cotton, or you can use 2 wire ropes and then the cotton as we saw in the Vampire, or you can use 2 mesh rolls and then the cotton. This last setting is the one I prefer and I use more. A hint for this setting is to use mesh with low holes per linear inch, from 200 to 325. Over these values, I noticed some overfeeding, but it was caused by the mesh, not by the cotton or the atomizer. Another hint for this setting is the amount of cotton over the mesh rolls. Don't be abundant with it, it is enough having a few cotton over the mesh rolls and you are fine. The matching of every metal component is absolutely perfect, no discussion, while I noticed some imperfection on plastic parts, at least on mine one. The thread on sleeve couples with slight difficulties on the first turns when I tighten the sleeve over the core of the tip, and then it runs smooth. And I noticed some bars on vaporizing chambers. They are really small, but I noticed some bars, at least on the atomizer I have. I'm gonna conclude talking about the aromatic yield of this RTA, and in my opinion it gives the best with sweet and creamy tastes, but it works also very well with fruits. If you are used to vape organic tobacco flavors like me, I would say that it works very well with bright tobaccos and with aromatics, like creamy and fruity tastes. Fire cured tobacco don't seems to be the best for this atomizer, at least in my opinion. But as usual, I invite you to try them and let me know what do you think. This is it for the BF99 Cube. I hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, in the description I will add some useful link. Let me know what do you think about this review, what do you think about this atomizer. You will find also in the description the link to my social. So see you next time. Ciao.